Welcome again to 60s and Restless. I've been talking about coping with things beyond your control and how they nag at us. And even though we're trying to concentrate on our well-being, these things keep coming up and we really can't get rid of them. So how do you deal with them? And one of the answers was you don't ruminate, you don't do the what ifs, you have other ways of coping, and those aren't helpful. So I had purchased 3 new books from thriftbooks.com in large print, and I therefore had to pay no shipping because it was over $15. And I was doing a quick read last night, and this book is called Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. I give it a rating of a full kiss on the lips because it was really helpful. So if you're thinking about coping with change, loss, whatever that loss might be, that just keeps nagging. It's in the past, you've dealt with it, you've gone through the new normals, you've gone through the counseling, you've changed your life, everything's really going well, you're concentrating on your well-being, but it still keeps nagging at you. And sometimes you think, you start the ruminating, you start the what ifs, you stay in your comfort zone and think about if it had gone this way or that way. Well, this book called Who Moved My Cheese, I know, a very strange title, and maybe you read it a long time ago when it came out in 1998, but if you haven't, or if it's been a while since you read it, I definitely recommend reading it. It's about how to deal with change. And one of the characters, which I think at least at some point most of us identify with, is a mouse, or not a mouse, a little people called Hem. There's 2 little people called Hem and Haw, and there's 2 mice called Sniffy and Scurry. And so what the cheese represents in the parable in this maze is happiness. You might change it to well-being because I think they're hand in hand. So there's one character named Hem. When the cheese runs out, where he's at, where he's developed its whole life around and its comfort zone, the others eventually, some quickly, some later, move on to find new cheese and find cheese in a new place. And Hem stays because wasn't supposed to happen this way. I'm entitled to have this cheese. I'm staying here because somebody might put the cheese back, and I'm going to stay here because it's my comfort zone. It's scary out there. I don't want to go back out in the maze and find new cheese. I liked the cheese I had. I'm going to stay here. And so it's kind of a parable about change and how to cope with it. And it has different steps that another little people goes through to eventually find new cheese. So I give this a great, great recommendation. Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. I highly recommend it if you want a little help with coping with something that's nagging you from your past. Have a great day.